Let me show you the easiest way to grow longevity spinach. Hey everyone, this is Colin with Salty Acres, and if you want to learn a lot more about gardening and how to grow our plants, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you didn't already know, we offer tons of different varieties of fruit-bearing plants that will ship right to your door. Yes, longevity spinach is one of the many different varieties of spinach that you can grow in your garden. And when I say many, I mean many, as we also grow Okinawa spinach as well in our garden here at the house. The best thing about growing longevity spinach is it's just so easy to grow. It's almost a set and forget. And if you grow it in a self-wicking tub like we do, it truly is. This right here is what you call a self-wicking tub. And that right there is honestly a lot of the reasons why it's easy to grow. But you literally can put it in any pot and it will grow. Now, before growing longevity spinach, my family would typically go to the grocery store and buy one package of spinach about every 2 weeks. And that's honestly because, not that we didn't like it, but it's just one of those things we never think about grabbing. But what I found is, if you're growing it in your garden, more than likely, it's a constant reminder, hey, I probably should eat healthy. One of the greatest characteristics of growing longevity spinach is, once the winter comes around, it'll die back all the way down to the ground. But as long as the roots are still good, it'll start popping back up, just like this one did right here. And as you can see, this longevity spinach is starting to get so heavy because we haven't harvested it in a while that it's just literally leaning over. So I'm having to hold these plants up in order to make this video because this is one of those rare plants that I don't have a bug problem with. And if you got a garden, you know exactly what I mean, a bug problem. So today we're gonna harvest these longevity spinach leaves and put them right in our refrigerator because we're about ready to use them. And in case you didn't know, longevity spinach is packed with plenty of nutrients that your body needs. And longevity spinach has a lot of anti-cancer properties, just like most green vegetables do. So if you stuck around this far, I might as well show you how to harvest your longevity spinach. The most important thing you need is a Ziploc bag. And the second thing you need is a pair of hands, because you don't need scissors. So I'm going to try to show you as best as I can how to pinch these things off. And really and truly, it's pretty simple. If you just look very closely, these things attach to a stem. All you have to do is pinch and it'll fall right on off. Then all you got to do is just take your leaf, observe it, make sure there's nothing on it, and put it in your Ziploc bag. Now I know what some of you are thinking, and that is, what about the ugly leaves? Do you harvest the ugly leaves? And of course not. I don't think I would want anything that doesn't look okay to be in my body. So to put it in perspective for you, this leaf right here doesn't look that bad, but it's got a little bit of yellowish to it, so I just scrap it. But today, since my plants are so heavy, I'm trying to harvest as many leaves of them that I can. And again, I'm just simply pulling these off, observing them, making sure nothing's on them, no bugs, and then I'm putting them in my Ziploc bag. Now, a lot of people have a lot of preferences on how big of leaves they should have or harvest. And I typically just decide at that particular time. There's no rhyme or reason or preference, but the bigger the leaf, I tend to throw it out unless it looks flawless. So this leaf right here is abnormally large, but it has a little bit of yellowing on it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and toss it. I've just pulled it off straight from the stem. Again, it doesn't look bad, but it's pretty big. It's got a little bit of stuff on the bottom of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set it to the side. This leaf right here was a little bit smaller and looks near about flawless. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest that and put it in the Ziploc bag. And if they look like an insect has had a nice little treat, I go ahead and pull those off and get those ready to harvest and sit on the ground. But a lot of these come in clusters, and these are decent sized ones. They're flawless. They might have a few milky spots on them. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these off and stick every bit of those in my bag because they're a decent size. Again, this one looks okay, but it ain't perfect, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss that one. This looks pretty good, so I'm gonna harvest this one. And again, if a bug looks like you got a hold of it before me, I go ahead and just toss this over to the side. This one's a rather large one, but there's nothing wrong with it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this one and use this one. One last thing when harvesting your longevity spinach, there's a lot of people that like to harvest them when the leaves are very small, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're just a regular gardener like me, all I try to do is use every bit of the plants that I have and let nothing go to waste. So for these bigger leaves, even if they're too big, you can always use these in a blender. You can juice them. There's a lot of different ways you can also use these things to help put good nutrients in your body. So here's what happens now after you've harvested your longevity spinach. As you can see, I've harvested all the longevity spinach leaves and thinned out a lot of these extra leaves on this plant that I'm not going to use because they're not in great shape. Now that you harvested all your longevity spinach leaves and you've gotten rid of all the bad leaves as well, it's time you pay attention to what your plant does next. Now your plant automatically knows it needs to work harder and produce more leaves because those bigger leaves were taken away from the smaller leaves trying to form. So now all of your smaller longevity spinach leaves are going to start quickly growing at a rapid pace. And in 2 weeks, they'll be ready to harvest as well. So with just about 4 stalks of longevity spinach, you can expect to harvest about 1 ounce to 2 ounces every 2 to 3 weeks. So if you stuck around to the very end and enjoyed learning about longevity spinach, make sure you give us a thumbs up and comment longevity spinach to let us know you stuck around to the very end. And as always, if you're interested in growing some longevity spinach, go check out our Etsy shop. We have tons available there.